All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone coming on this morning. I am now live. I can see a few of you coming on. And this morning I am talking about dipping a toe into your emotional pool. I think it's really another level of teaching that we're going to do around the energetics of emotions this morning. So, hello everyone. For those who know me, big warm hello and big hugs to you all. And for those who don't know me, my name is Nancy Rebecca, and I am a clairvoyant psychic. I've been teaching for over 25 years now, intuitive and psychic development. And so, we're going to be talking about those beautiful, beautiful emotions. Thanks, Rebecca. Loving the red. I thought red is just a power color. It's an emotional color. It emits an emotional response. And some people are going to just love the red, and some people aren't going to love the red at all. And it actually tells a lot about you, about your emotions and how you work with your emotions, when you see these really strong colors. So I thought that I would wear it this morning to help get those emotional juices flowing. Excuse me. So I have my coffee. So go ahead and let me know where you are joining me from and what you are drinking. Yes, someone said, welcoming you into our kitchen. Yeah, I love that. And it's quite interesting because this morning in my meditation, I was noticing there was a big kind of buildup of scattered energy in my kitchen. So I was actually cleaning out my kitchen energetically for a while this morning. So I think that's really awesome that you just picked that right out of the air to talk about it. Yeah. So Belinda's saying, I'm embracing the red. That's what I did this morning. I was like, I'm embracing the red. So this week on my Intuition with Precision page, which is a private member page, so simple to join. All you have to do is request. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to talk this morning. I've been talking for 3 days over on that page. It's a private sharing page. Basically, you answer the questions that say you play well with others. And then you become a member. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I did a 3-day free workshop on anxiety and teaching energy tips on how to help kind of calm anxiety and get your intuition back into the driver's seat. So if you have been on those workshop calls today, we've got another one today at 9. So if you missed the first two, don't worry about it. Just go ahead, hop right over there, and you'll be able to join us at 9 o'clock. So if you've been in the workshops, just put in the comment section how much you've enjoyed them. It's been powerful. It's been powerful. And anxiety really comes up when we're not fully expressing our emotions. Our emotions can just kind of be bulging in our energy field. Our emotions can overwhelm our aura, and then we feel overwhelmed, and then anxiety can get triggered. So this is all about, it's all interconnected, the emotions and everything that we do about being in a human body. So hello from High River and orange tea and Nanaimo with coffee. And I have to say that from Nanaimo, I can't remember where I was the other day, and I was blown away. They were selling Nanaimo bars. If you've never had a Nanaimo bar, I don't know if they do shipping, but those are the most amazing things. And I found them, but I'm going to Ireland here at the end of the month, so I'm really trying to be good with the sugar because I also love Guinness beer, and I plan on partaking. And so I'm getting my calories saved up. So no Nanaimo bars for me. Um, all right. And good morning, Donna Duff. Today is her birthday. So, I don't know, how old are you today? Are you 61, 62? I'm 62. I know you're a little bit younger than I am. So, anyway, happy birthday to Donna as well. So, let me get started. And welcome to everyone on YouTube. So now that I have this new platform, I can stream on both at the same time. And I cannot tell you what a relief that's been for me, because I've got kind of people that I teach to on both pages. And so I'd finish here and then I'd go make a video for YouTube. So it's so nice for me to talk to you both at the same time, because one of the things that I've realized since being spiritually guided to do Facebook Live teachings is I much prefer to feel your energy when I'm talking. It's a little bit more of a challenge when I'm just kind of talking to the camera, but when I can feel your energy. So just know I'm sending you all out, some uplifting light this morning, and so appreciate you being on today. That's what it was. It was Marlene's. Marlene's, that's the name of ours. That's where I was. So, all right, thanks for popping in. Yep, happy birthday, Donna. So, emotions, they get a bum rap. I mean, we don't like them often, unless you've done a lot of work with emotions and you've learned to let emotions flow through your body and you've learned how to appreciate emotions. And there's a lot of emotional workshops out there that really help you get in touch with your emotions. But unless you've done that, a lot of times we're not too thrilled about feeling emotional. Not unless it's the good feelings. It's like we have these in categories: the bad emotional feelings and the good emotional feelings. So today I'm talking about the energetics. As a psychic clairvoyant, I want to share with you what I see in the energy field, because remember, I've had this long career, best job in the world, by the way, working with doing over 20,000 readings on the human energy field with clients. And all of those years, I'm going to share with you what I notice in the energy field in relationship to the emotional channels of our energy field. So the emotions are located, the kind of the main area where the emotions are located is in your second chakra. If you're not familiar where your second chakra is, or if you are familiar but you just kind of want to touch in, right below the navel area, there's almost this little kind of soft divot there, but it's very, very kind of alive with sensitivity right there below the second chakra. That's where your feeling energy channels are, your emotional energy channels. That's the chakra that picks up on the frequencies that are happening within your own body and within the world. So I'm not much of a feeling person. I'm very Aquarian, Capricorn, Virgo. And if you know anything about astrology, big head case. I can talk about emotions till the cows come home, but feeling them is something that I actually meditate and I practice and I cultivate, because we are living in a third dimensional world. We're ascending to a 5-dimensional world, and we are taking our bodies with us. We are not leaving our bodies, and our bodies have feelings. So as we're really accelerating in our spiritual growth, you can be a hot ticket item in the spiritual world, and you may know all the dance steps, and you may have all the bells and whistles, and you may be a healer that knows up 200 plus different healing types of exercises that you can do. But it does not matter if you don't have anything going on down there. I mean, if you don't have your root chakra healthy and activated, you don't have your emotional chakra activated, then your spiritual growth will elevate, 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 and then it'll come full stop until you start clearing out those emotional channels. So that's what we're going to do, like this little, what I call the sampler platter, because in my programs, I teach a lot more about this and we go much more in depth. So Today, we're going to look at in our meditation, are your emotions cloudy or are they clear? Your emotional pool. So that's the name of this, dipping your toe in to the emotional pool. So right now, as you're listening to me, kind of tune in. Let's just tune into that second chakra. Tune in on the inside of you, your human body, and ask your body how you're feeling right now in this moment. What emotion is your body feeling, experiencing, desiring to express? And you might say, I don't know. And that certainly was the first answer I had when I was asked that question when I was in my 20s. I don't know what I'm feeling. You might say numb, disconnected, or you may say, I can feel anger or rage or jealousy or competitiveness or joy or bliss, content. So just all the feelings. As so Lucia's saying, I'm feeling a lot of deep emotions. She's very empathic. So Lucia's one of the most empathic feelers that I've worked with, and just such a beautiful soul and a beautiful light, because she blends that emotion with her heart and her compassion. So I'm going to talk just a little bit more about so I'm going to share a little story with you. So it was easily 15 years ago, and I was doing psychic readings as a profession, working with my clairvoyance and my skill as a nurse to look at the dynamics of your energy field to see, um, where it's out of balance, where it might be stuck, where maybe the chakras aren't flowing. So I was working with this particular client, and when they came in, they felt overwhelmed, they felt stressed, they felt just kind of shattered in so many different directions, really overwhelmed with a lot of emotions. Now, fortunately, I'm empathic. I'm not dominant empathic, but I can feel when they drop bombs in Ukraine. So I don't know if that's a super talent that anybody wants to have, but I won't be able to feel what emotion you're having. So go figure. We all have our thing. So I was sitting in front of her and I was doing a reading, and I went to look and I saw that her emotional channels in her second chakra were very blocked. So what happened is that when she would have an emotion that would get triggered or stirred up, it kind of shot out in all different directions because it couldn't flow up the center of her body. And then it would flow outward, kind of flow up the sides of the body. It would be so overwhelmed. It would be pouring out everywhere. Nothing that they were able to manage. So as I looked at their energy field and I looked at their emotional energy channel, I could see what the blocks were. And in this particular person's situation, um, their father was an alcoholic. Their father was really probably the only one who was allowed to express emotions in the house. So whether, and usually most of it was on anger mode and anger emotion. And so if this person was crying when they were a child, that would trigger the father to become more angry. If you were playing too loudly and running around and playing and screaming and laughing, it was too loud, he'd get emotionally angry. If your mother said, come help me unload the dishwasher, and you just kept coloring in your coloring book, and then the father or the mother, I'm telling this story the way it unfolded for this person. And so it was very clear that they were not allowed having emotions triggered others. And that wasn't safe for this person as a child. So, they got that feedback loop over and over and over again. Just stay low, keep your emotions low. So I was able to help dismantle some of those old childhood memories and get her emotions flowing all the way up and out the top of her head again. And this is the beauty about emotions. You want them to hit this sweet spot right here at the top of your head. So if everyone wants to kind of reach up and remember that baby soft spot when you were born, where the fontanelles hadn't totally closed, well, that's where the emotions come up and out. When your emotions, no matter what emotion you're having, it can be jealousy, it can be irritation, it can be annoyance, it can be rage. It does not matter. When it's flowing up through your body, when it flows through that sweet spot, it becomes spiritualized and it becomes beautiful. And remember, this year of 2022, it's all about beauty. It's all about healing. It's all about justice. And right now, we are overwhelmed with the injustices of the world. And it's like, I'm angry about these injustices. I'm angry that nothing seems to be able to be done right now. And so then rather than sitting and stewing in that, clenching your own jaw, experiencing your own anxiety, being frustrated, can't function, let that anger flow right up to the center of your body and out the top of the head so that your spirit can spiritualize the emotion into a beautiful expression. I have so much to share about this particular energy channel, but yeah, awesome. But we are limited by time. So what happened was once we helped her to open up, she really felt centered. She no longer felt overwhelmed, felt like she could manage her emotions. But this was the part of the story I want to share. I heard my spirit tell me, those who are the emotional humans of the world are going to rule the world. Those who have the feelings, those who have the emotions are going to be ruling the spiritual world. I've never forgotten that because I didn't know exactly what that meant, but I could feel the power of that. So for all of you empaths out there, real strong feelers out there, you have a mission, and your mission is to help us to connect with our emotions. And I don't say that you do that verbally. I say that you just go about feeling your feelings. And when you stand next to someone, their feelings get activated. And you stand next to someone else and their feelings get activated. Because what is the biggest feeler in our galaxy is the planet that we live on. Mother Earth expresses through this rich, you have these nature feelings and feelings of the birds and the animals and stones and grasses and trees and air and mountains. And wow, when you really open up those chakras down there, that's where you really get to enjoy being in a human body. And in teaching this workshop about anxiety, I don't know, I'm left thinking, I don't know that there's many of us who are enjoying feeling our connection to Mother Earth right now, but we're moving in that direction. All right. One of the things I wanted to touch on is, this is another thing that kind of blows my mind. So I'm just going to say it just blows my mind a little bit that empaths, those who are emotional expressors and intuitively follow how they're feeling to help guide them in life, often will know what everybody in the room is feeling. They can just, if I have them go around, and we've played this, as students and stuff, it's like, what are they feeling? What are they feeling? What are they feeling? What are they feeling? But when I ask them, what are you feeling? I don't know. they don't know what they're feeling. So they may know what everybody else is feeling, but may not know what their own feelings are. So those of you who are empaths, I totally get it. You're frustrated because you're standing in a room full of people and it's like, wow, is this my sadness or their sadness? Is this my anger or their anger? Is this my jealousy or their jealousy? And so that takes some finesse to get more in touch. But this is what's happening. So it's your second chakra. Kind of view your second chakra kind of like one of those floodlights. What did I say here? Your reading, your emotional reading of your empathic environment is like a radar or a sonar. So, like dolphins that they send out those little sonars. It sends out a frequency. So you're kind of sending that kind of radar sonar system is pointed outwards. So your chakras and your energy field is in such a form that you're not able to read yourself because you need to turn it inward. So we're going to add that to our meditation when we get to it soon. So your emotions, what I'm noticing is happening right now is we have these bulging balloons of emotions. I mean, and they're full. I'm seeing in the energy field, it's like these huge balloons full of emotional energy. So when we do this meditation, you're going to touch that balloon to see if you can get more of a sense about what is it that you're not expressing that keeps filling up that balloon. I'm saying dipping a toe. I'm not saying deep dive today, please. No deep dives unless you've done a lot of emotional work and you've got the tools to handle it. You can choose to pop the balloon and let the liquid energy out of that balloon, that emotion, to flow all the way down your grounding. Just let it drain that way. Or you can just take that whole balloon filled with an emotion and just drop it down your grounding. Or you can take that emotional balloon and you can hand it to one of your guides, angels, ascended masters, or you can just kind of surrender it up to God. And again, this is just a little touch about how you can work with your own emotions and your own emotional channel. So let's go ahead and let's do the meditation and let's learn a little bit today about your emotional energy. So go ahead and close your eyes and turn within. And go ahead and place your hands on your lower belly below the navel area and just send a little love to your second chakra, your emotional chakra. Send a little love to your body that strongly desires to express emotions. Your body is an emotional, expressive machine. It's built to express emotions. Now, as you're sitting there with your hands on your emotional chakra, please remind your emotional chakra that today's date is April 7th, the year 2022. Encourage all of your emotions to come into this present moment. April 7th, 2022. Just let any emotions that are outdated start draining right out of your energy system. Now, say good morning to your higher self, that part of your soul, that ascended part of your soul that resides above your body, up in your crown chakra. Ask your spirit to help you gently, gently begin to heal those old emotional blocks so that you can know what it's like to love your own emotions again, to care about your own emotions and not try to control and overmanage your emotions. Ask your higher self to help you. Ask your higher self what would be the best image of grounding, or what feeling grounding do you want to work with? Maybe you don't feel or see or hear, but you just know what kind of grounding you're going to have, and then connect it, at that navel area. You can just imagine that grounding image kind of snuggling in around the hips. So it could be a waterfall, it could be a kite string, it can be crystals, it can be a beach ball, it can be sand or the ocean. Let your imagination go wild. But what's going to really support your emotional release today? And then connect your grounding to the center of the earth by allowing Mother Earth to use the gravitational pull to pull more of your spirit into your body. Let that light of your spirit start to flow in through the top of your head, flowing through all of your chakras. Your arms, your legs, your aura, and then it's going to connect in with your grounding and let your spirit help you to also ground strongly to the center of the earth. Nice, nice. Now remember that story of the woman who was overwhelmed with emotions. She had a lot of backed up emotions that she was not allowed to express when she was a child, a teenager, a young adult, into adulthood. Stuffed, lots of stuffed and not unexpressed emotions. So right now, let's set our intention and just say to yourself, if I have any unexpressed emotions that are stuck in my second chakra, I'm bringing them all into this present moment now to be dissolved, healed, and released with great ease and great effortlessness. And then just allow it like sands in an hourglass, that really fine, soft sand. Just let it start to come into the light of the present moment and dissolve down your grounding. Some of you may need to ground a little stronger. But allow yourself to feel curious, delighted that you are empowered with a new tool to heal your emotions. You may feel a little tenderness in your lower back. That just means that that means you can feel the stuck emotions, that stuck energy, and you can feel the lower back pain. You've got stuck emotions there. So that's okay. Being able to feel the pain is a good thing because that means you can feel something. Now, how many full emotional balloons do you have? How many balloons do you have around you and inside your second chakra that are full of unexpressed emotions? And then let's be playful and imaginative. You're healing yourself. Let's make it fun. And just touch one of the balloons. Imagine your hands like a barcode, really sensitive, gives you all that data. You're going to touch the balloon to know what unexpressed emotion that is. You can remind that balloon of today's date. You can remind that the emotion, unexpressed emotion of how old you are. You can just simply pop the balloon and let it drain down your grounding. You can give it up to God. You can drop the whole balloon, fill right down your grounding. You can ask angels, guides, ascended masters. Once you do the first balloon, if you feel ready to take on another one, then do another one and another one. We're going to have a full minute of quiet as you let go of old, outdated, unexpressed emotions. You don't have to feel them. It's energy. The emotion is energy. You don't have to feel all those old emotions again from when you were 3 years old. Let it go. We're going to start with some fresh energy today. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. You've got a nice start there. You can revisit that exercise anytime you want. Let's do one more thing. Feel, what emotion do you want to feel this morning? What emotion does your body want to express or you want to express? Does that emotion, that feeling have a sound? Does that emotion and feeling have a color? What do you know about that emotion, that feeling? Now, allow that feeling. My lower, I can feel a lot of I can feel a lot of cramping going on out there in the second chakra, but that's a good thing. You're feeling cramping. That's a good thing. That means energy's moving. I'm all about moving energy. So let's move that emotional energy up through the center of your body. Just let that one emotion, that one feeling start to flow. It's like this liquid light. It's illuminating, expressive. Just flow up through, past the navel, up past the solar plexus, past the diaphragm, up, through your heart chakra, your chest, to blend there with your compassion for yourself, that you have feelings. And then right up, let that emotion travel right up through your communication chakra, so that your communication chakra can express what it's feeling in the moment. Move that emotion right up through the sixth chakra, your clarity chakra, so you can have clarity about the emotion. And then let it just move through the sweet spot at the top of the head, so that your spirit can hold that beautiful, expressive emotion in a very loving, sacred way, spiritualizing it. And then let that emotion just flow, that liquid energy flow all the way through your aura, front, back, sides, down below your feet. Just let that spiritualized expression be made into sacredness. Just let it flow all through your aura. All right, any last releases? Dump right down your grounding. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. How does your body feel being given the opportunity to express? How does your mind feel? Just kind of sense that feeling. So when you get the chance, go ahead and post in the comment section what you noticed about that meditation. I'm going to talk a little bit about Psychic Mastery 1 as you're just kind of slowly coming back, but I would love to be able to read what that experience was like for you, and you can even go back later and post it later if you want. Our foundational program, Psychic Mastery 1, opened the doors for enrollment yesterday on the 6th. The doors for enrollment are going to close on the 12th. So I've done this so that as our new students are coming into the program, that I have time to get to know them before the next level of students come in. Psychic Mastery 1 is not your weekend workshop that you go to and you have this powerful group experience and you learn these incredible energy tools and you go home and you use them for a few weeks and you forget. No, this is a 12-month intuitive development, meditative, grounding, illuminating program that begins with the foundational techniques. And every single month it builds on those techniques so that it becomes a lived experience. It becomes so embodied in you that you use those techniques every day in real life situations. By the end of the year, you've so embodied all of these techniques that you will use them. It is a lifestyle. You will use them for the rest of your life. You will learn how to experience a deepened, grounded centeredness, a much, much more greater sense of self. As I said, it's a living practice, practical applications in a real world way. Your constant connection to your best friend, your higher self, becomes first, out in front of everything that you do, as your spirit, your soul, and your body together are driving from chaos to clarity. Over that year, you're learning how to master that. Your intuition becomes highly precise. You learn to trust your precision, and you join a fantastic community of like-minded people. So the Psychic Mastery 1 program is a blend. It is a virtual program where you get to learn at your own pace, but it's blended with a lot of activities every week for you to be involved in, where I come on live on Zoom and teach you all kinds of fun stuff. So hop over, I'll include the link here, and hop over and take a look at that, because you have 6 short days to take a look and decide if you want to hop in. So thank you again, everyone, for joining in with me this morning. Remember, we're living, this is April. Remember, April 12th is the time where I think it's Pluto and Jupiter coming together, and in that kind of blend of explosive light is where the inner mystic is really, if we think our inner mystic and intuition is active now, on April 12th, it's really supposed to skyrocket. So April 12th, I didn't plan this ahead of time, but it is the day at 5 o'clock when the Psychic Mastery program will close. But you will be catapulted into a higher level of intuition that you can learn how to work with. And big choice points, right? You've got some major decisions to make here in April. Do I go left or do I go right? So I am really over my time. Loved meeting with you all this morning. And hey, maybe grab a cup of coffee, hop in the shower, whatever, and join me over on Intuition with Precision, where we are on our day 3 of moving anxiety out and moving intuition in. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.